Good morning again, gentlemen. Well, I'm back out on the farm about 3 or 4 days after my previous video, and I had to come out here to grab something for the shop, and I just happened to walk by this pan of gold field that I filmed the video on the other day, and I happened to notice something going on inside of it, and I thought, well, let me grab my camera and just film this, because you don't get to see this very often. I've seen it happen maybe once or twice else in my refining career, but it appears that our gold field is self-digesting. Now, the other day when I shot the video, I told you that in the middle of each pieces of these little pieces of carrot that's chlorided up, we have gold. Well, whenever we wash this material, it's almost impossible to get 100% of the chemicals out of it. And what happens is some of them chemicals get trapped down there in them lower layers underneath that silver chloride, and it's hard to wash out. That's why we use incineration between our processes, because the heat will drive the chemicals off. But in this instance, I walked by and it rained out here last night, and it came a gully washer, and the humidity in this room right now, I reckon everything is sweating. But when I walked by this pan, I just want to show you here. I have to show you a couple little pieces. You see all those little bubbles right there? Looks like snot. What those are is those are pieces of carrot jewelry that has soaked up moisture from the environment in here, and the moisture is causing the chemical reaction to start all over again in those lower layers. So in those lower layers, you still have some nitric and some chlorides trapped in there, and once you mix that with a little bit of moisture, that's all you need to start the chemical process over again. And the way that we know that it's a chemical process is because, of course, I've never seen nothing bubble naturally on its own like that. And those little micro bubbles that you see trapped in what looks like snot there tells us that there's some sort of chemical reaction going on in this material. Now, let me get over here. There's a couple of other little ones you can see there. Get a good close-up view. But what's happening is with the moisture in the air, the material is absorbing it, and the chemical process is starting again. So what I'll have to do is I probably need to incinerate this real good again, because this material here, this specific material, was never incinerated right here. I told you this was run through a filter sock with an air-assisted diaphragm pump, and I usually don't incinerate a lot of my materials because I'm running such a large volume. It's kind of hard to incinerate a lot of times. Now, when I do smaller lots, and when you gentlemen do smaller lots, it's recommended that you incinerate, and the reason behind that is because it takes away a lot of your filtering problems. But I just seen this morning, and I thought, well, that's pretty neat. I've only seen that happen once or twice, and usually it's been with other items, nothing like this right here. But it just goes to show you that just when you think you're done, it's time to start over again. Well, alright, gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short because I have a lot of work to do today. Matter of fact, I got to get my chainsaw because I'm cutting up a tree from the storms last night, and then I've got a little bit of fence repair to do. So until the next time I see you, gentlemen, take care.